wasting some time here with a replay from Dajer in the Tier 8 North Carolina on Northern Lights domination mode. And see how this goes. The end screens looked pretty impressive. See how Dajer got there. I don't necessarily, just slight gripe. They changed the engine noise for North Carolina, and I think the engine noise is kind of annoying right now. I feel like I'm supposed to be a jet taking off. Feels, yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm in an airplane. It's like, yeah, this is an airplane that's taxiing. That's what the wargaming or people did. They just set an airplane while it was taxiing. Can't talk right now. That's not abnormal. Going to half speed here. I guess he's waiting for his team. Don't want to overcommit before his team gets there when I'm talking about engine noises. It's pretty good strategy, especially since a lot of things have torpedoes. That Fubuki being probably the biggest threat against a battleship in this game. Slow rolling into the cap area. A lot of games. A lot of people aren't even loaded in yet. Gonna have to wait for them like that Mogami. I'm assuming he doesn't really want to get outside of the cover of that Mogami. And the Fubuki is spotted just sitting there. And the shotgun that is the North Carolina now. I'm pretty sure maybe it's just a confirmation bias or whatnot of complaining about it and hearing other people complain about the dispersion for the North Carolina and the Iowa for that matter. Seems a lot worse than it was in beta. So Fuso, weekend soldier. That's a dangerous sailing right there. Dajer being pretty smart with the Fubuki there. Fubuki Tier 8. It comes stock with the 10K torpedoes, but it can have 15K torpedoes if I recall correctly. Sitting behind this island while you can get your shots off and ruining the torpedo solutions for that Fubuki. That's a good call, actually. Getting a few decent hits into that Fuso. Dajer also, slowing down, speeding up, but never sitting still. It's also a good idea. Personally, I don't like going below half speed. I usually like to at least keep 3/4 just because I like momentum, especially in a battleship. Excuse me. They did lose, Dajer's team did lose the friendly Farragut. And he does have dive bombers coming in, but they're running away now. And there's a Otago. Apparently not paying attention to what he's doing. That looks like he should pay for that that maneuver with the 2 Citadels. Very nice shots.
The ship is on fire.
Good shots in RNG will take you a lot of places in World of Warships. RNG can only slow you down so much as far as dealing damage. And this guy also, man, he's about to learn Yamato 300. How bad of a maneuver that was. Yeah. I would have been extremely surprised if that didn't end in that Otago's death. 47,000 damage into that Otago. I mean, that's the Otago's, basically his full hit points he took there. Ooh, enemy Fuso. Wow, that's a suicidal Fuso. He did manage to get a pretty good hit, 7,700 damage that last set of shots, but there's not many instances that this will end well for that Jody tap. It's just not going to happen. Although the enemy have taken more caps. They're about to have 3 caps, but they are sacrificing themselves to get that accomplished. And that should be a Citadel. nicely done. 2 citadels. 2 sets of double citadels. That's always nice. And turning away from this Mutsuki, that you just have to assume that Mutsuki is going to be launching torpedoes. You got to try to ruin his torpedo solution. That New Mexico looks like he's going. Well. I was about to say that New Mexico was going pretty slow, but it's New Mexico, so that's kind of a silly observation to make. Trying to get out of here. I think we can all be thankful that Wargaming came out with the supported patch that actually tells you how much your ship is going to heal for. I think everybody can be happy about that. Enemy Amagi. Already a pretty good game with 76,000 damage for Dajer here. Varying his speed. And now increasing it back again. You can throw a lot of people off with the speed slowing down, but sometimes you can pay for it if you get caught with some torpedoes. But Dajer's being smart, staying in mostly coverage. It's going to be hard to get a torpedo solution on. Back here. This is the part of the map on North and Northern Lights that I like fighting from. Nice hit. That's about 12,000 damage right there. And those were just regular penetrations. Friendly New Mexico trying to get in there, but he's probably going to take some torps from that Mutsuki that's right in front of him. That is a Mikhail. That is sitting still. Okay. It's a Mikhail that's backing up. Alright. There's a citadel. I'm happy that Mikhail took that citadel, because that's a bad idea for him to do. There's an Otago, Fuso, and a Cleveland coming up on the other side, chasing the Admiral Hipper away. That's almost dead. Dajer turns around and gonna go do something about it. Help kill this Cleveland right here. Just a couple of really good hits. There are torpedoes coming from that Mutsuki. And swinging, oh, well, almost a swing and a miss, but one hit for an overpin there. Just shy of 100,000 on the damage counters. That's pretty nice. I do believe the new updated Aslans has come out. This is today. It's 27th today, so there'll be 28 before y'all see this, but it's been out since today, I believe. And another Citadel hit. Very nice. And with that, Confederate. Just killing the enemy as they decide to separate themselves from the rest of their team. It's always a good strategy. Now this Fuso. I'm going to assume that Dajer auto-selected those fighters, but we can't see that, unfortunately, in the replays. It just doesn't show up. Shooting down some fighters. Almost a rare occurrence now that airplanes or carrier games not always guaranteed to be included. Carriers aren't always guaranteed to be included. Turning into these shots from the Fuso. Fuso had a pretty good volley into Dajer. Dajer reducing speed. I don't know if I... Okay, I thought Dajer was about to turn away, but I was about to say that's a bad idea, even against a Fuso. For some more Citadels. Dajer turns in again. Two shots incoming. Looks like a good time to use another heal. That Otago is pretty dangerous. Pointing the nose into the Fuso and the Otago. Looks like Dajer's the only one that's actually even looking at these guys. Dajer does use the heal gain. Ooh, man. Big hits from the Otago. Trying to get the Otago out of the game. Oh, wow. 12,000 damage with no citadels. Very nice. I'm assuming Dajer's going to point the nose into the Fuso, slow down, and try to kill the Otago. Do have to worry about torpedoes from that Otago, but the Otago is showing a beautiful shot. I mean, you almost have to just take that shot. Swinging almost a miss again here. Looks like Dajer is going to go full reverse. Or no, full front rider, okay. Trying to throw off the torpedo solution from the Otago, I'm assuming. Alright, going to go for the Citadel hit on the Fuso. And nice. Very nice. 15,000 damage. That Otago is getting some really significant hits into Dajer right now. Almost a torpedo, almost a firing solution, but that Otago is no more. He is dead. Oh man, that Fuso is just picking away at Dajer. We'll have another Citadel hit with 3 good hits, and he is done for. Destroyed it real good. Using that health repair to get most of it back. A lot of that was HE damage. And light damage or medium damage. Or didn't see any heavy damage pop up, so he should be able to repair most of that. Not that it matters too much, minus the Pensacola here. About to get something started. $150,000 damage, under 55 on damage counter. Pretty impressive. Nice shot placement in general. Those may be a little behind. Maybe hit a few now. RNG said no on that one. And it does look like, there's something that, the Mikhail, alright. The Mikhail is firing from smoke. Like, I know a Pensacola doesn't fire that fast. Pensacola is down. Shots out on the Mikhail. Ooh, nope, nope. That's a lot of torps. That's a nice Citadel hit, but this is at least 2 torpedoes.
Hull breach, we're taking on water quickly.
At least 2 torpedoes. And the Fubuki. Dajer goes for the oh, I thought Dajer was going to stop and not go around the corner, but it's happening. This is going for it. Shots out. That should be it. Those look good. No! Those are the torps. The only thing to do is slam on your brakes and nose into these things.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Oh, the dodges are real. Fubuki has 3 sets. Torpedoes. Will they launch them? No. Alright. Safe. Very nice kill on that destroyer. Just one Mutsuki left that is being pursued by a Tirpitz, looks like. I'll put the knife down and stop messing with it. Probably bugging y'all with the clicking metallic noise. And that's basically it. Nice carrier coverage over that last Mutsuki, so it'll stay nice and spotted. It's all over but for the crying on the enemy team. This Dajer just kind of takes off here and sails off into the sunset. Waits for the Utsuki to die. I'm going to take over the camera here. Let's see when this guy exactly expires. Alright, there we go. Not too much point in going for the cap here. What's Dajer looking at? Alright, Dajer is now looking at him. Finish him. Surprised that Turpitz hasn't done anything yet. Turpitz has almost full hit points. And there it is. Alright, 570,000 credits earned, 8,500 XP. Nice slew of medals there. Devastating Strike, Confederate High Caliber, and Kraken Unleashed, as far as I can see. The ones I know offhand. 2,800 base XP. Very nice game. Good performance. Carrying the team decently, although I mean, it was played fairly well by the enemy destroyers. They had a pretty good game. And 189,000 damage with the main batteries there. It's 52 hits, 48 penetrations. That's a lot of damage. Very nice. And just a few secondary shell hits. Anyways, hopefully y'all enjoyed. Come back and see me.